The turnstiles are locked, the terraces are deserted, and the stands have fallen silent. Before the lockdown, smaller clubs like Woking in the National League were dependent on matchday tickets and concessions to keep them going. Now, 131 years after their founding, without the crowds, their future is at stake.
We don't know when we're going to play. We don't know if we're going to ever play again at this level. We don't know the players obviously thinking when they're going to get their next paycheck. It's very uncertain times, and as a manager, you always got to try to give answers. And I'm finding it very difficult for a first time in 15 years being a manager to give answers because I don't know myself.
Off the pitch, these football clubs employ thousands of people behind the scenes across the country whose livelihoods are also threatened.
You got the manager and you got the assistant manager, well, two assistant managers, a goalkeeper coach. He could be out of work. Like myself, I could be as well, you know what I mean?
These clubs say the possible delay to the season doesn't matter. The government's decision to ban crowds destroys their financial model anyway. Over the past decade, the women's game has also been transformed. At Lewis FC, they have led the way with equal pay, but that progress is also in jeopardy.
What I fear is that as we progress, and this was happening anyway pre-COVID, but will be really pronounced afterwards, I fear that the only women's clubs that will survive and maybe even thrive are those who are dependent on rich men's clubs. But those of us who have actually tried to build a longer-term product from scratch, we could be snuffed out.
Clubs are trying to build a subscription streaming system to let their fans watch and keep them afloat. But with the possible delay to their season, they'll probably just watch the big teams, undermining these smaller ones, which not only support local communities, but feed talent into the higher leagues.
I can honestly say, if we don't get help from Boris Johnson and we don't get help by the government, I can see in a year 70% of football clubs falling. I really can.
If the government or Premier League clubs don't substitute this drop-off of income, then there won't be much football left to commentate on. Vincent McAviney, 5 News.